Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back and doing a best of 3 Crimson Vow draft. Pretty good looking pack here. The rare is not good, Demonic Bargain, but I'm looking at probably Stormchaser Drake. Other good options in here, Twinblade Geist comes back, is good. Screaming Swarm is good. I like the Celebrant, the Epicure. They're all good. Scab's playable, Sharpshooter, Point of Discussion. A lot of playable stuff in here. Ancestor. But 2-drop, 2 power, flying, more upside. Great card. So I would say Stormchaser Drake is probably at its best in blue-white. Curse of Hospitality, well, I haven't gotten that to pay off yet. However, this pack doesn't really have much going for it. Ancestral Anger in blue-red would be a card that's pretty awesome with Stormchaser Drake too. Maybe I could actually make that deck work. Curse of Hospitality is not the best pick in here. Probably looking at Wolfkin Outcast. Pretty high upside on it. Yeah. Outcast is pretty sweet. Blue-green, though, it's probably fine. You need wolves and werewolves to make this card good, but I mean, the only blue card is Cradle of Safety, which does work well with the Stormchaser Drake, but not even close to the strongest card left in this pack. Yeah, I think it's probably Outcast. This card is potential 4-mana 5/4. Via the stuff. Not falling for you anymore. You've broken my heart 2 to 3 too many times, Sigarda Summons. I'm done with you. Well, in blue we have Skywarp Scab. What's the best card in this pack? Lacerate Flesh is playable. We could take it. I guess it would move us more into a red-green werewolves deck. Otherwise, Sharpshooter and Hunter are perfectly acceptable picks too. Both are pretty good. I like having removal, though. There's times where you don't end up with enough and then you're upset about it. I think I'll take Lacerate Flesh because even though I don't actually think it's that good of a removal spell, it's clunky, it's a sorcery, it doesn't deal enough damage for mana. Sometimes you get some blood tokens out of it. It's still playable. It's still removal. It still deals with some things. So I guess we'll take it. Okay, well, I like Mariner quite a bit. In blue, there's just an Entomber. Mariner is pretty excellent, though, I think. 4 mana, 4/4, and then upside of becoming a 6/4 that can't be blocked by a lot of things. It's pretty good. Otherwise, Massive Might is a good card as well. Nurturing Presence wants to be in the same deck as Stormchaser Drake, but starting to feel like that ship is sailing. Not many blue picks. No, I feel good about Mariner. I don't like Laid to Rest. Shield Basher's playable. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, well, we could take the Sharpshooter now. I think the reach is good. It trains well with werewolves. Purifier is a strong card, but we are quite a distance away from that happening. And Daybreak Combatant's not exactly what our top-end looking deck wants to do, so let's take the Sharpshooter. Still could be blue-green, I guess. If I wanted to take, like, the Witness, which is a pretty good card. But I'll take the Sharpshooter. Let's maybe just cut green for now. Winged Portent. Never forget, I got burned by an opponent playing this. Sure Strike is an actual playable trick. We might just take the Disciple, though, since we already have, what, 3 humans? Yeah. Makes sense. It needs some 2-drops. Continue to cut green. I'm okay with it. I do actually think Sure Strike in a beatdown deck is a pretty good card. But let's take Disciple for now. Alright, we could take the Lightning Wolf. No green picks. Otherwise, Binding Geist or Wretched Throng. Neither of which are super exciting. We just happen to have a Stormchaser Drake, which Makes them more pickable, I suppose. I don't think Lightning Wolf's very good, though. Maybe I'll just take a blue pick then. Binding Geist versus Wretched Throng. Wretched Throng's a 2-drop. But it's more of an exploit card, I feel like. I don't know. Neither one's that exciting, to be perfectly honest. Crushing Canopy's a good sideboard card. Otherwise, Skywarp Scab. Retrieval is some interaction. Not bad. Might just take the Canopy for sideboard. Canopy is a very valuable sideboard card, and a lot of people main deck it. I personally don't, but a lot of people do. Could take the Repository Scab here. We currently don't have anything to bring back with it if we end up blue-green. Kindly Ancestors, pretty good. Guess I'll take a Repository Scab. Point of Discussion is a good card. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I don't love Crawling Infestation, but I'd say blue-green is probably where Crawling Infestation is supposed to be. Feeds, exploit, and whatever, I'll take it. All these pointed discussions, huh? Could take the Millipede. I guess technically it's playable in here. Got the self-mills, so I suppose. Or we could take the Skywarp Scab and get a flyer. I'll just take green card for now. Well, Entomber. I don't like Laid to Rest, so I don't really want to play it. I don't like Entomber either, to be honest. This was a weird pack one. Ooh, Jakob, huh? Wow. Well, I haven't gotten to play with this mythic yet, and I played against it. And it was pretty awesome. Other good picks in here? Yeah. Taxidermist. Maybe we'll wheel the Spider, because not a lot of people play blue-green. Mariner's in here, which is good. But, yeah, let's take Jakob Hauken. Good choices here. Cobbled Lancer, Dormant Grove, Weaver, Chill. A lot of goodies. 3 zombies in here. 2. Yeah, Dormant Grove's pretty slick. This works with spells only, right? Weaver ramps, and fixes. And it's a werewolf. Not sure what I want the most here. Syncopate's good too. Dormant Grove gives some inevitability. I'd probably take that. Because it also gives you a big fat vigilance creature at a certain point. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Wow, I actually really like Aruth. But I could see, we already have 5 humans. I could see taking another Disciple too. Aruth is good. You can't mill out with Aruth. You can't, I should say, yeah. You can't mill out from drawing cards with Aruth, which is pretty sweet, actually. I'll give up a Disciple for the potential of splashing this. This card is quite good. Ooh, Overcharged Amalgam is a great card to get past. Flyer, good win con. Has counterspell capabilities too. Recruit's playable. Cadet is pretty good. Don't have much training yet, but definitely the pick. Wolf Strike, we're going to need some removal. Path of Peril in here. I've played it. It's pretty good, actually, but let's take the Wolf Strike. All right. Screaming Swarm, some more top end. Patchwork Crawler does reward us for some of our self-mill. Activated abilities, though. We don't really have activated abilities. We have like, oh, well, I guess it would work with, that's pretty cool. It does work with Jacob. Otherwise, I'd probably take Screaming Swarm, to be honest. Like, the synergy with Patchwork Crawler is kind of cool, but Let's take a big flyer. So we can take the Mariner, we can take the Hunter, we can take Scattered Thoughts. All of those are just fine. We already have 14 creatures. I guess I'll take the Scattered Thoughts for some card advantage. I could see, if we don't end up with enough removal, as sad as it is, I could actually see playing Serpentine Ambush. Probably take Sport Crawler here. Alchemist Retrieval gives us some more interaction too. It's not a terrible card. It's just, I don't think we're doing these, by the way. I don't think we need these. But Sport Crawler's pretty good, so we'll take that one. All right, we did get that Spider back. That's good news because that's a good card. It does reward you for self-mill, but it's also just a 2-mana 2/3 reach, which doesn't need a lot of help. 4 zombies. Could take Chill. We just don't have much. We're like an all-creature deck. We need to be able to interact with what our opponent's doing, so that makes me like Chill a little bit more. I like Cobbled Lancer too, but... Okay, another Sharpshooter. I'm going to take over the Recruit. It blocks well, can attack later, get bigger. Skywarp Scab, more big flyer, or Recruit, 2 bodies in 1. Probably the 2 bodies in 1 card then. Don't need either of these. Yeah, I mean, feel as though we're in the right colors. So we'll get the Spider back again, ideally. So instead, maybe we take a Lantern Bearer. Get something cheap. It flies. It can make our things go over top. It's just a good card. Gutter Skulker is good too, but we're pretty expensive looking already. Would prefer to not play the Entombers. Let's see if we can get that Spider back. Okay. Another Scattered Thoughts. You know, Steelclad Spirit's not a bad card. Good way to buy time, especially since our late game is... I might just take it. Could take the Scattered Thoughts, but like I said, we're already expensive. Probably need this. I don't know if the Aruth Splash is happening. Might just have to accept it. Pack Leader, that's a pretty good card. Nothing else anyway, so... Works just fine in here. We've got plenty of 4-drops. What's our wolf and werewolf count, by the way? Just 3? It's making Outcast seem worse. Well, Pup is typically pretty good. I kind of feel like we just take Pup because we kind of... To be honest, we don't have a lot of ways to go off with it. Because we don't have that many wolves and werewolves, but... It's good when you can. Cloak Cadet's good too, but we're so top heavy already. Here I'm going to take Massive Might because it's just a good trick. It's nice and cheap. Could take the Retrieval. We are still light on non-creature spells, so could see taking it, actually. Another Crushing Canopy certainly wouldn't hurt out of sideboard, but we can afford to cut creatures for interactive spells. Ooh, Taxidermist. Never been so happy to see one. We need the ramp badly, so really nice late pickup for us. Honored Heirloom is a good sideboard card. Could take the Cradle of Safety as a combat trick, and it might make the deck, actually. Honored Heirloom is not making the deck, but is a good sideboard card. Maybe I'll take Cradle. I don't play it very often, but when you're light on combat tricks such as we are, it could actually make the deck. All right. As we hoped, we got that Spider back. So that's cool. Guess we'll take a Recruit. Probably not playing the first one. Don't really need any of this. It's a late epic here. So basically we'll be able to cut 6 creatures probably and call it a deck. Seems good. All the rural recruits. All right. So what are the weakest 6 creatures in the deck? How many wolves and werewolves did we end up with? It's an important question. 4. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be on the outcast plan then. I could see cutting the outcast, probably cutting the pup. Because we just don't have enough things for it. Like, it's cool to be able to go potentially pack leader in a pup, and pup is a very strong card. It's just not going to be good enough for us. 4 more creature cuts. So recruit can probably go. What can scab bring back? Retrieval, might, ambush. Oh man, I'm playing ambush in here. Well, sometimes you have to play ambush. Wolf strike. It actually has some decent things it can bring back. So I'm okay leaving that one alone. Could see maybe cutting the binding geist. Stitched assistant can be useful. I'm gonna cut the sharpshooters. Disciple. We've got 6 humans. I could see maybe cutting Disciple. We have plenty of early game. It's not that good in here. Steelclad Spirit, I suppose, isn't amazing in here either. It's another cheap creature, but we've got 2 like we don't need it. Which makes it okay to cut in my book. And then final cut could be a Binding Geist. I tend to like Binding Geist, but I could see cutting it. I think we are doing the Serpentine Ambush. I know, your boy Alex is crazy, but when you're short on combat tricks, sometimes you just need to make something turn into a 5/5 temporarily. Like, we can just afford to cut a creature so we at least have some interactive plays here. What's the weakest creature in this deck? I'm thinking it's Binding Geist versus Stitched Assistant. And for some reason, I think Stitched Assistant might be better. Even though you get 2 uses out of the Binding Geist. And it possibly attacks better. I just like that you can sometimes exploit for value. But we don't really have a lot of exploit fodder for it. We have like a Lantern Bearer. Yeah. So maybe it's not as good in here. All right. Well, more blue than green. We have double blue. No double green. Need both technically. Interesting deck. Very, very interesting. Haven't played blue-green in a while, so all right. Let's see what Jacob or Jakob or however you want to say it. See how he does. All right, we'll see you round 1. All right, round 1. We'll play first. That is keep. So if they attack, I'll let them. They ended up not attacking, which is good. So now we can do our Dormant Grove, which is nice. Could have easily bluffed me there. Best use of mana is the Grove here, though. Just get it going now, because then we're close to getting our 3/6 and having a bunch of vigilance. All right. So attack for 6 because we have vigilance. Really? Huh. It's pretty ambitious. It's interesting. I think I'm just going to play the Scab. Not sack anything. Might as well not play the Dormant Grove because you have to wait till combat anyway, so. All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to attack with Grove Standard this turn anyway, so I think it makes more sense to put the counter. Probably on the Geist. Yeah, I guess I could have put it on the Scab instead. I don't know. I don't know if I was not expecting them to block there. So let's say a pump sharpshooter. I can get in for 10. So I don't have lethal yet. So I could put it on the Scab, but I kind of want to attack with the Dormant Grove this turn too. And just take him to 1. It's interesting that they would bounce Sharpshooter after my Ghost Rider becomes a creature. All right. So they have a lot of interaction. Multiple Alchemist Retrieval, is that right? Yeah. 2 Alchemist Retrieval, chill. A pretty good low creature curve. Celebrant Epicure. Kind of an odd deck. Crushing Canopy does have some targets here. 2 Cruel Witnesses and a Storm Chaser Drake. No enchantments, but I kind of like having removal for their flyers. I could see maybe doing that over the ambush. Yeah, especially since they have multiple bounce. We have our own bounce too, which came up huge there. Could make Massive Might worse as well. Could give myself a little bit more early protection with like a Steelclad Spirit, just because I feel like our late game is likely better than our opponents. Probably better than our opponents. We have a lot of reach though, which is good. I'd probably keep the Massive Might, even though they have all the bounce. Just tactical 1 mana combat tricks are very useful. I'm okay cutting Serpentine Ambush though, for now. We're gonna keep this. No blue mana, but at least if we get green, we can play the Sharpshooter. So, oh, good draw. Catgeist, huh? So they can bounce that to draw a card. They end up at kind of like a wash, which is fine. Sure. I think we'll just play the Sharpshooter. I forgot that you have to mill with the spider, but that's the point of the card. I don't really want to trade there. So they can target it with the Catgeist, and they will actually still draw the card. Because it just has to become the target. But that's all right. All right. Well, I kind of don't mind killing the Storm Chaser Drake here, so they don't even get to draw the card. But the Drake's not really a threat, so we probably chill, I guess. Oh, well, that's nice. Like, I'm okay with letting them draw a card for a creature that can't really attack in right now. It was a good draw. Here I might be okay with bouncing, because it actually does negate the card draw of Ancestral. And I guess it kind of takes care of Cat-like Curiosity too. All right. So they still get to draw from that, but they don't get to draw from the Anger, so it's probably okay. I can potentially draw multiple cards off Storm Chaser Drake with my 2 cards in hand too, which is nice. Sure. All right, I think I'm gonna wait till night so my Wolf Strike gets stronger here. I guess we can attack with the Mariner too. They don't. Well, I guess we'll chill actually. Oh, well, I guess I can attack with Mariner now. While they're tapped out. I think I'm gonna. So I could Massive Might, or I can Wolf Strike here. If I Wolf Strike, I can kill the Stitched Assistant and draw a card. If I Massive Might, I can save my Wolf Strike. I think I'm gonna Wolf Strike. They're tapped out. They have a lot of mana. I might not get this opportunity again. I think it's okay. Taxidermist is looking good. Potential 4/4 at some point. Sure. So that'll get bounced. I'll massive might my Drake and draw a card here. So really it's like kind of getting 1 for 1. That was a good draw. Now we have a pretty beefy boy taxidermist as well. Are they wanting to double block here? Let's see, I have 8 mana, so I can do everything. We might as well not even give them the luxury of double blocking. Oh, but now I can't, now I don't have, now taxidermist can't attack. Actually, it's probably okay. So they had another retrieval, huh? Let's, I guess now we can do Spider and still play Amalgam, so maybe it's not that bad. I think we're gonna sack the, I guess the sharpshooter. Lantern Bear. So attack for 13 here. Guess it makes the most sense to just attack here. And then play Lantern Bear. Sure. How many creatures? I got 6 creatures I can get. It's pretty good. Maybe I'll just do it. It's a big attack next turn. 7 creatures, really. I guess I can keep the Lantern Bearer back. And still threaten lethal and have a blocker. Well, I guess a couple Ancestral Angers would probably kill us. But I do need to threaten lethal damage. Oh, Bolt too, huh? Well, I see the dilemma. Well, I think we have to, like I said, I think we have to threaten lethal here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is 7, 11, 14. So to me, it makes sense. So if they have, what, 2 Ancestral Angers, or... I forgot about the Bloody Betrayal. That's probably my fault. So I guess I was supposed to leave 1 bug back. That's my bad. All right, we'll see for round 2. All right, this one we're gonna mulligan, no green mana. Keep this and we'll ditch an island. Harvester's a good one. Ah, Jakob. Well, I'm gonna hold up on Jakob for now. Well, could trade, but might have a combat trick, like Sure Strike or something, so I think instead I'll just do a Wool Strike while they're tapped out here, which is fine by me. Keep it back. So, the question is, how long can I play around a combat trick? I guess we just block. I don't want to get Sure Struck, but they tried to bluff. Oh, wow. Hey, you want the 2-for-1, you can have it, my friend. I'm just going to play a Scab here. We don't need to get our... We don't have sack fodder anyway, so that works fine. Celebrant, okay. Drake's pretty good. Let's do the Dormant Grove for now. Double Celebrant, huh? That's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. Sure. So... Well, let's see what we can draw here. Oh, it's not bad. I suppose I can pay. How does that work, though? It's like a free card every turn. I mean, yeah, I suppose it's an opportunity to do it. And we can still play Massive Might. That makes sense, actually. I get to play it for free. I like that. So, I think I'll just, now that they've activated that, chill the Celebrant. Don't mind if I do win. Alright. So, hyper aggro vampires, probably best to bring in some more early blockers like Steelclad Spirit probably is going to help. Dormant Grove, great card, might be too slow. Although, I mean, we did win there with it, but it definitely can be slow. It depends on how much removal too, maybe. My opponent didn't show us much removal, did they? Blood Tithe Harvester is very good removal. Flame Blessed Bolt is pretty good removal. Not necessarily against us, but in general. I'm still okay with Ambush. Ambush is actually a good way to, I guess, double block a Celebrant and still, or have them block with Celebrant. I'm feeling like Dormant Grove might be too slow, even though, like I said, we did win the game. But actually, maybe there's a better argument that Screaming Swarm is too slow then, you know, because it's a 6-drop. Let's keep our curve down lower. All right, let's do that. Let's cut the Screaming Swarm. Even though Dormant Grove might be slow, if you can get it going, it's very good, as demonstrated in that game. Yeah, I think Screaming Swarm could definitely be too slow here. Yeah, it's good. I mean, Jacob can definitely get killed, but hey, if they don't kill him, he's looking good. I can also potentially wait. It depends on what we draw. I could potentially wait until turn 3 to play Jacob. That was a combination of Jakob and Jacob, so I can protect him with Massive Might. But since I have a turn progression, I don't really want to do that. They can kill him. If they don't, I'm fine with that too. Alright, well, I guess we can do this first here. Ooh, Amalgam, that's a good one. Let's get rid of, actually, do I want to get rid of a land? Oh yeah, I can get rid of a land. We can get rid of a island there. And then we go island, Spore Crawler. Ballista Watcher, that's a good one. Let's see here. I guess we can do another. Oh. I still want to play lands every turn, so guess we'll do that one. Maybe you wanted to keep that back to block. All right. I'm okay with that. All right. So fifth land. Can't leave up. I can't really leave up Amalgam. I can use Jakob again, I guess. I guess we can ditch a land. And I can play land, play Spider. I don't want their dudes to flip either here. And then leave up Massive Might. All right, that's okay. You kind of, I mean, you don't need Jakob to win, so that's totally fine. All right, they're flipping their dude. Oh no, they played a spell, so. All right. So sixth land. I've got 2 creatures in yard. I think that we'll... I think we're going to let the villager flip. So I can leave up Amalgam and Scattered Thoughts and Massive Might. We still have a pretty good block for the villager as well. Ridge Wolf, I think, is okay. All right, Dormant Grove and Wolf Strike. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. How many cards I got left? 16, and we got 4 creatures in the yard. So, all right, 7 mana. I guess the best play. We can leave up Amalgam if I play Taxidermist. And that way we can counter scary things, I guess. And Spider's gonna get more. I can't leave it up with Dormant Grove. So I suppose we do this and leave up Amalgam. I think this probably makes the most sense. So now we can play the Grove. I'll actually do the Taxidermist here. Can I sack this whenever? No, sorcery only. All right, let's pass. I think I'm going to counter that. And I'm going to sack itself here. Even though having the flyer is nice, the Spider's going to have just too many things for now. Oh, all right. No. Does that mean I can't do it now? I forget. I don't think I can now. Doesn't it give me the warning or? I guess we'll take it. So we'll take quite a bit of damage here, but hopefully this works out okay. We'll see. I was kind of hoping their last card wasn't something they could play, but it was. Thankfully we top decked well there, so that worked out. But they have 2 4/4s they can play. Statuette, huh? Oh. I don't know why they didn't want to attack there. Could have gotten in for 3. I mean, obviously I can't afford to not block here, so. It's a good draw. It's a good draw too. Bleed Dry, Braid, Hero's Downfall, Harvester. Got some good removal in there. Oh, Volatile Arsonist too, huh? Wow, nice one. All right, let's go to the next one. Volatile Arsonist, nice one. Well, our opponent's got one of the Feel Bats. It's going to make this quite a bit trickier. But there's not much else we can do. They don't have flyers. They just have a ton of removal. There's not much we can do about it. So, yeah. I mean, we could bring the Outcast since they have wolves and werewolves. So we get like a 6/5 that rewards us when it dies, but it's probably too slow. I think we stick to the same plan. Dormant Grove is still just not great here because they have a lot of premium removal. So it can be tough to get the Grove online, but it's what we got. And it's cheaper than a Screaming Swarm, so we probably stick with it. All right. I'll play first. Ooh, let's keep. Well, so I don't want the Villager to flip. I can do the Grove now, maybe? Yeah, I guess that's okay, and then it can stay back as a blocker for the Ridgewolf. All right, let's do that. And I guess if they use removal, guess I'd rather have them use it on a Lantern Bearer than another thing. It works out. Sure. All right, so I think we want to make best use of mana here, so probably Repository Scab. That way if we draw a land, we can go Spider Sharpshooter. All right, good hand. Kind of have what you need. Good draw there, though. Guess I'd rather have this be a 3/4. All right, so I don't want their Villager to flip. Guess I can actually Lantern Bearer the Sharpshooter so their dude doesn't flip. Then I can't leave up Amalgam or Scattered Thoughts. Guess I could Scattered Thoughts now, too. All right, let's do that. Kind of okay with that. We don't get to do the Amalgam now, but I don't know. It's probably okay. Guess we do the Spider. I was kind of hoping they didn't have another removal spell there, but you can hope in one hand and see what happens in the other. Oh, Cradle of Safety, just in time. Just in time. Guess we... Either way, we can't block the villager. This way, it probably doesn't matter, to be honest. Alright, a bunch of lands, and we die. Alright, see you for the next one. I'm saying slow, but we'll keep. I guess we're on the play, so makes it a little bit better. I think we'll just prevent some damage. That was a good draw. Oh, that's a good draw too. So now we can play the Mariner. And then next turn we can do Pack Leader and Vile Spawn Spider. Leave up Ambush too. It's a lot of goodies. Sure. So I can't really profitably attack here, so probably just do Pack Leader. And could do the Sharpshooter. Sets up for training a little bit better. Ambush is at least good with +1/+1 counters. That's kind of good. It's kind of cool. I don't particularly want their Raconteur to flip, but I do want my Mariner to flip, so I suppose there's not too much I can profitably do here. Oh, well, now I can, especially with them being tapped out. Yeah, that's good. All right, well, suppose we can get in here. They can not block too. I'm all right with that. Either way, I'm okay. So, yeah, we'll just kill 2 of their creatures, I guess. What promotes the most damage? I suppose Massive Might on the Pack Leader and Ambush on the Sharpshooter. That's a surprising attack. Well, they wanted to leave it on top of their deck, too. All right. It's going to make things trickier for us, unfortunately. Don't see that one too often. Oh, that's too bad. You can't even play a spell this turn, so it flips back. Okay. Let's see here. 2, 8, 8, huh? So just didn't kill. Well, I guess we'll block like this. That way we just lose a pack leader and a weaker sharpshooter, and at least our taxidermist flips and our spider gets bigger. It's not bad. Or they can kill the 4/7. That works for me too. Either way works. There we go. Not exactly the creature I wanted to go in my yard, but what can you do? All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Wanted to triple block the hunter, but I clicked too fast. That's a heartbreaker. It's a real heartbreaker. Oh, well, that's a good draw. That's cool too. All right. Might be able to sacrifice the spider soon. I forgot they have Honored Heirloom too. So I guess I need to use the spider here. Oh, that's a good draw. Let's just go spider now. We'll get one less because of the thinger, or they just won't use it. I'm all right with that too. We'll do the Drake because we still have the mana for the amalgam. And then we'll pass. Problem is they have the sharpshooter. And wait a second. They have 53 cards in their deck, and I'm at 6 life. I guess I need to commit Simpuku, guys. I suppose I can. Do I want to counter that? I mean, I don't have a way to get by their sharpshooter right now, so. I don't think I care about a villager. I mean, yeah, it's for some werewolf and all, but I'm losing to the full draft pile deck here. Is that right? Wow. Painful. And they're attacking with sharpshooter, no less, too. Opponent's like doing everything in their power to let me win. And I'm like misclicking and... Well, let's see. I guess I can double block the hunter and then play the amalgam to pump the pack leader. So maybe we want to do it like this. Especially since they're attacking with their reach creature. Wait. That doesn't make sense. That's only 4, so I need to put one more there. 4, 5, 6. All right. So we do that. Then we play the amalgam. That's cool. Actually, play that on the Drake because we deal more damage and draw a card. Let's see. It's got death touch. Wait. No, it just says lifelink. So maybe I'd, let's see, they're at 6. Guess we can just put 3 little ones in front of it. That seems fine. We can double block here. Sure. They just keep forgetting to use Honored Heirloom. I mean, considering my opponent is playing a full draft pool deck, I'm blown away by how good it's gone for them. Absolutely blown away. There's no earthly business. No earthly business they should have done as good as they did. Crushing Canopy does not really have any targets. They're playing their full draft pool, so I don't even know if a sideboard's necessary, but maybe it is because they were still able to play a bunch of pretty good spells. Let's run it back. Oh yeah, it's a keep. Great ant. Back leader into taxidermist. Potential turn 3 amalgam. At least turn 3 Geist. Well, I can do an amalgam. I don't feel bad about that. It pumps my pack leader too. But probably value that more as a actual counter spell, I assume. Let's just get in for 3 here and then play the Binding Geist. And they're still playing their full draft pool. So be it. Making plays no less, huh? Alright. Let's see. I should have actually kept the taxidermist back because now I can't keep up amalgam. What the? Why? Why would you block like that? Alright, well, now I can leave up amalgam, so. Honestly, I think I'll sack the taxidermist. Like, it's nice having the extra land, but we're just gonna kill him. I guess if they had blocked, I wouldn't have had lethal. We would have only dealt 9 again, so I would have had to... I could have just... Actually, it still would have been fine. I just massive my plus bounce, and they would have been lethal, so I guess it doesn't matter. All right. Well, ended up going 2-1. Maybe red-black vampires is the best archetype in the format. I don't know why it took me so long to realize, but I feel like we've crushed with it, and usually I get crushed against it, so good lesson there. Let's do some pack one, pick ones. All right, pack one, pick one here. Take the bleed dry over the diver scab. I do like what diver scab does, but this is just such good removal in the format. All right, pack one, pick one here. I'm fine with the lunar rejection. Interaction, draws card. It's a good one. Here, pack one, pick one. I like Celebrants quite a bit, but Gift of Fangs is quite cheap. It's cheap removal. This is a format where cheap removal is important, but against vampire decks, not so good. But there's a lot of good targets for it. I probably still take it. It's fine. Because if you end up playing vampires, it's quite good. And then pack one, pick one here. Probably the Retribution, just because it's removal and pretty cheap. Celebrant's more aggressive, and Scavenger's good too. But I don't know. 2 mana, kill an attacker, or 6 mana, kill something bigger is pretty good. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.